All right, guys, so here's the situation. Right here, you can see where the blue paint is where there was like an outhouse crapper attached to the side of my house. Got a water line coming down that's going over to my garden. I've got a water line going this way that's going to my barn, which is just over there. And you can see that little black stub out. That was the sewer that was connected to the toilet in there, which runs over to my septic tank over here. So I've got this conduit that's running this cable right here that goes to my shop. Hey, buddy. There's my shop. Now the plan is to trench. My power panel downstairs is right in off that corner, and the plan is to trench all the way along here into where my power panel is up in the corner of my barn, or my house up here. So I want to do as much trenching so I don't have to do a lot of hand digging, but at the same time I don't want to cut into water lines and all sorts of other nastiness. The other fun part is that my septic field is right here. Now I'm pretty sure my septic field, I opened up the distribution box, which is right here, and the pipes for the distribution pipes are about 3 feet down. So I'll be with, a foot above that. I'm gonna try and go for 2 feet, maybe a little bit less. So the goal is to get in between that septic pipe and that water line that's running to the barn. Hopefully that water line just goes in a straight line. If not, I'm gonna rip it in half.
Daddy.
Yeah, bud?
I saw your big teeth.
Yeah, you see the big trencher? We're gonna get moving on that thing. It's gonna be fun to watch. You gonna watch? Yeah, Daddy's gonna dig some big holes. So the goal is to get in between that, beside that water line, and follow that over to the barn. Hopefully I don't tear that water line up, because that will suck. So I thought it would be a good idea to do a little investigative digging here, which is a good thing, because it turns out this water line right here, I think it might even actually be my main water line, which comes down from the upper street, which is kind of unnerving because it's like above grade right there, which is that doesn't make any sense how they would do that unless it was a homeowner kind of renovation, because this water line right here, this metal, copper or whatever, does a loop-de-loop and goes in underneath my foundation. So this is like the water line for my house or something. That's just weird the way that's going in right there. Why wouldn't it go in up there? Whatever. And I can see that my main sewer pipe is right here, which this one probably Y's off of, right when it's running right towards my tank. So I've got a pipe that's right about there. So I'm gonna have to just hand dig all this all the way underneath those 2 retaining walls, and then get a big conduit and go into the house up there. So that's gonna be I need the workout. I'm fat and out of shape, so some digging will be good for me. All right, well, got some trenches dug, and surprisingly I didn't hit anything major. I nicked one of my drainage lines right at the beginning there. I thought it was lower than it was, and I was digging a little too deep, but I kind of stopped because I was feeling some rocks and stuff. I lifted it up and I could see the top of the drain field pipe, and I nicked it a bit, so I'm gonna have to dig that out a little bit, clean the dirt out of the pipe, and kind of patch it and put some new drain rock on there. Not too big a deal. And then I was running into some drain rock over here, and I thought, what the heck is that? So I stopped digging. It was weird, I just sensed you need to stop digging. So I lifted the thing up and I dig around in there, and I see all this drain rock. I was like, what is this drain rock doing? Right here, right in the middle of the trench there. I was like, my drain field I thought was over there. And sure enough, I dig a little bit further in some of the loose dirt and this black, like 4-inch ABS pipe shows up. So I've got a pipe running across the trench like right here. And I'm just like, what the heck is that for? It's like going in this direction, like this, right across my trench. So my drain field dispersion box is over there. I would have thought the pipes would go that way, but I'm like getting a zigzag or something. My sewer pipes come out of the house over there and go to the tanks. So I don't know why there's a pipe going across right there, because there's no plumbing in the barn right now, so it's not really making any sense. But thankfully I didn't damage the pipe. That was the point I was trying to make. So if I would have kept going, I would have just shredded through that pipe. And then I also dug a second trench where I'm going to hook up my sewer for the upstairs bathroom here. I'm going to have to put in what's called a macerator pump, which is like a blender for shit. And it just kind of blends up the sewage and then pumps it uphill, because I don't have enough slope to get to my tanks here. So I got to put a 2-inch line to pump that sewage from this bathroom into the septic system. So I won't be doing that. I'm going to hire a plumber. I just got too much stuff on the go, and I don't like doing electrical or plumbing work. So it feels so good to get these trenches dug and not have any major catastrophes while using this beast of a machine. So I'm going to return this to the rental shop. My Sparky's coming tomorrow to lay the conduit. Woohoo! So even the Samurai's got a long list of dirty, not very glorious jobs that just got to get done, and I'm going to be so glad when all that piping and wiring and plumbing and whatnot is finished. Oh yeah, and one last thing before I go, I have scheduled the meet and greet in Seattle. It's going to be at the Elliott Bay Brew Pub in Burien at 6 o'clock on the 22nd of December. Okay, so put that in your calendars. It's going to be an extra special time. I think as of now, there might be like 10, maybe even like 12 people that are confirmed to come. So hopefully everybody shows up. We have just a hoot and holler and good time, talking about woodworking and all sorts of other good stuff. So I just want to let you know that I will be going to this meet and greet as myself, Jesse, not my alter ego, the Samurai. So you can expect to just meet a normal kind of average guy who just loves to do woodworking and hang out with guys, drink a few beers, have a good time. All right? Hope to see you there. Till next time, guys. Samurai out.